Stop scrolling right now, not in a moment, but right now. Let everything else fall away because what is about to happen is not accidental. Nothing about this moment is random. Do you understand what just happened? I sent this video past 52 million people in the last 96 hours, and every single one kept scrolling. Their fingers moved faster and their attention went somewhere else, but your thumb paused and your breath caught, and you did not even realize why. That was not curiosity, and it was not boredom. That was me reaching through the digital noise and stopping your attention because there is something in this message that has been waiting for you. Something prepared in the spiritual realm for the exact moment when you would be desperate enough, broken enough, and ready enough to finally stop and receive it. Out of 52 million, only 11 were chosen to stop. 8 of them have already closed this, and they will spend years wondering why their breakthrough never came, never realizing it was connected to this single moment. But you are still here. You are the 9th, you are the 10th, and what I am about to tell you was prepared specifically for the soul who made it this far. Type 999 in the comments right now, not after you finish listening, but right now, while the weight of this moment is still on you. When those 3 numbers leave your fingers, you are not just leaving a comment, you are stepping into a covenant. You are placing your name on something that exists beyond any screen. You are saying yes to what was prepared for you before time began. Type it now because I need to tell you something that no one else knows. I know why you are really here. Not the reason you told yourself when you picked up your phone today. You told yourself you were just scrolling, just checking, just passing time. But I know the real reason, and that reason has been building for longer than you want to admit. I saw you 4 nights ago at 2:34 in the morning, wide awake when you should have been asleep hours earlier. That was not normal insomnia. There was a weight on your chest that had no medical explanation. You lay there in the dark having the same conversation with yourself that you have been having for months. The same questions repeating over and over, asking if this is really all there is and how much longer this can continue. And underneath all of it was one quiet question, softer than the rest. Does anyone actually see what I am going through? And does any of this suffering even matter? I heard every version of that question every night you asked it in different ways. And I have been trying to answer you for 2,190 days. That is the exact number, 6 years if you are counting. 6 full years of stretching and waiting and almost, but not yet. 6 years of watching others step into things that felt like they were meant for you. If any of that touched something deep inside you, touch the like button right now. That simple action is your signal back to me. It is you saying, yes, this is my story. I am here, I am listening, and I receive what you are about to say. Let me show you something about yourself that no one has explained yet. You have only been seeing the surface of what has been happening. You have not seen what was moving around you while you were struggling alone. I saw you 7 months ago sitting in your car in a parking lot you never planned to stop in. You had been driving with no destination because moving felt better than being still. You sat there with your hands gripping the steering wheel for 18 minutes, tired in a way that sleep could never fix. And in that car, in that random place, in a life that needed something you could not even name, you whispered words so quietly you barely heard them yourself, but I did. You said that if something did not change soon, you did not know how much longer you could keep going. I saw you 5 weeks ago at 3:12 in the morning lying on your back with your phone resting on your chest, the house completely silent while everyone else slept. You were trying to make sense of things that never added up. You refreshed your bank account 4 times that night, not expecting anything to change, but because looking at something real felt better than facing the fear in your thoughts. I saw you in that conversation 6 weeks ago when someone said something dismissive about your future, something that sounded like a door closing. You nodded, smiled, and agreed out loud while something inside you quietly broke. Later that night, alone with your reflection, you asked a question I never want you to ask again. Maybe they are right. Maybe I have been believing in something that was never meant for me. Your tears are counted. I have not let a single one fall without recording it. The current number is 51,847. Every tear has been collected, measured, and stored in places that have not yet been opened, because what is stored will be released. What was taken will be returned, multiplied, and transformed into something greater than what was lost. Every midnight prayer that felt like it hit the ceiling and came back down was not ignored. Those prayers were received. They were processed in places you cannot see. They were building evidence, and that evidence reached its verdict 96 hours ago. Comment "I am ready" below this video right now. If any part of this feels like your story, if these words touched something real inside you, type it and let that declaration be heard in both the seen and unseen. Let me explain what has really been happening over the past 2,190 days, because it was not what you thought. You believed the struggle was random. You believed the delays were just part of life. You blamed yourself and searched every decision trying to find where you went wrong, the moment everything fell apart. But that is not what happened. For 2,190 days, there has been a focused and organized spiritual operation targeting your life. It was not random, and it was not personal failure. It was coordinated and carefully assigned. 14 assignments were given authority over your life 6 years ago. They came together and divided their roles. One was sent against your finances to create limits, losses, and unexpected problems that drained everything you tried to build. One was assigned to your relationships to find your deepest wounds and send people who would press directly on them. One was assigned to your mind, especially during the hours between 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock in the morning when you are most vulnerable. One targeted your health. One targeted your sense of purpose. One targeted your spiritual life, making worship feel empty and prayer feel like you were speaking into silence at the exact moments you needed connection the most. They studied you. They know your breaking points and your triggers. They know exactly what to set up to make you feel like you were abandoned. They carried out this plan with precision, not because you are weak, but because of what you carry inside you. The version of you that fully steps into what was prepared is a version they cannot control. That version changes generations. They saw who you were before you saw it yourself, and they used everything they had to stop you from discovering it. But here's what they did not expect. They did not expect your consistency, the way you kept going even when it felt pointless. They did not expect you to keep worshiping when it felt empty. They did not expect your prayers to continue when it felt like no one was listening. Their entire plan depended on you eventually breaking, and you did not break. You bent so far it looked like you would collapse, but your core stayed strong. It always did. 96 hours ago, in a place you cannot see, a decision was made. The authority those 14 assignments had over your life ended. The contract was canceled. The decision was final and came from the highest authority. The moment that decision was made, every door they had closed, every path they had blocked, and every resource they had held back was released at once. Not in the future, but 96 hours ago. And the results of that shift are already happening. Some of it you can see, and most of it is still unseen, but it is moving. In the next 9 days, 3 clear confirmations will come to you. You will recognize them immediately when they arrive. They will be timed so perfectly and happen in such a precise way that you will not be able to call them coincidence. When the first one comes, remember this moment. When the second arrives, share this video with someone who needs to hear it. When the third appears, you will know without any doubt that what you are hearing right now is real. But there is something you must do within the next 24 hours. There are 3 doors still open in your life that must be closed, and you already know what they are. The first door is a relationship that ended but never truly closed. You keep checking, you keep wondering, and you keep that connection alive in your thoughts even though you already know it is over. That door must be fully closed within the next 24 hours. The second door is a pattern you keep returning to, a habit you have tried to break many times but cannot seem to escape. The reason it continues is because you keep leaving space for it. Within the next 24 hours, close that door completely and do not open it again. The third door is fear pretending to be wisdom. It sounds like logic and caution, but it is actually fear hiding behind responsibility. That voice stops you from making the choices that would move you forward. That voice does not protect you. It protects itself. Within the next 24 hours, do one thing that voice has been telling you not to do. Send the message, make the call, submit the application, or start what you have been delaying. Close that door on fear. Make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications right now because what is coming in the next 7 days may be exactly what you need to move forward. Stay connected and do it now before you forget. Let me prepare you for what will happen in the next 72 hours. The moment you type 999 and decide to close those 3 doors, something will shift around your life, and whatever has been working against you will notice immediately. An argument may suddenly appear over something small, but will feel much bigger than it should. This is designed to pull you back into old emotions and drain your progress. Someone from your past may contact you at the exact moment you feel uncertain. It may even be the same person you decided to let go of, reaching out with what sounds like an apology or opportunity. Do not reconnect. That is not reconciliation. It is an attempt to pull you back. Your own thoughts will also challenge you with ideas that sound reasonable, telling you this is too good to be true and reminding you of past disappointments. That is not wisdom. That is fear reacting to change. This is where many people step back without realizing it. When that resistance comes, speak out loud and say that you recognize what is happening and you are not going back. Remind yourself that what held you back no longer has authority. Repeat it as many times as needed, because repeating it is strength, not weakness. Let yourself believe again and allow hope to return fully. Let these words reach you without the barriers you built to protect yourself from disappointment. Your financial situation is about to change in ways that will force you to think differently about provision. Debts will be cleared through unexpected means, and opportunities will appear from places you never considered. Your body will begin to heal in ways that go beyond explanation, and strength will return where it has been missing. Every unhealthy relationship will fall away naturally without conflict, and the right people will enter your life. Your closest connections will grow stronger and more meaningful. Anxiety will lose its hold on your thoughts, and the restless nights that have troubled you will no longer have power over you. Clarity will replace confusion, and your purpose will become clear in a way that leaves no room for doubt. Your abilities will open doors that no one could open for you, and the right people will notice your value and make space for you in places you have not yet entered. Now imagine two paths ahead of you. In one path, you close this video, feel something for a short time, and then return to your normal routine. You plan to act, but life gets in the way and nothing changes. Months later, this becomes just another moment that passed. Years later, you are still asking the same questions. In the other path, you act now while this moment is still strong. You make the decision, close the 3 doors, and share this message with those who came to your mind. In a short time, you begin to see real changes, and in the future, you become the example that inspires others. Both possibilities exist, and your choice right now determines which one becomes real. Type one choose breakthrough in the comments right now. Do not wait. Let those words carry meaning and commitment. Share this with 3 people within the next 24 hours. The names coming to your mind are not random. When you send it, you are passing on something meant for them. When you help others move forward, it also moves your own life forward. You came to this video one way, but you cannot leave the same. Out of millions, you are the one who stopped. Every tear, every prayer, and every difficult moment has been seen and counted. Everything has been building toward this point. Your breakthrough is not far away. It is here now. The only thing between you and what you have been hoping for is your decision to believe that this moment matters and that you have not been forgotten. You have been brought this far for a reason, and now it is time to act. Share it, declare it, close those doors, and step into what has already been prepared for you.